Okay, we should be live. Hello, morphemes, phonemes, and graphemes. Wait, am I live? God damn it, YouTube. Can you hear me, Roast? No, you cannot hear me. Got it. Damn. Hello, morphemes, phonemes, and graphemes. Welcome back to another Bloodborne stream, where this time we should finally be finishing this dungeon. I can then go get the ring and propose, and we can then do the DLC. Oh, it feels so long. Also, sorry for the chewing sounds. I'm currently eating my dinner. Again? Can Titanfall just catch a break? Like, the first one was a good game. The second one was a great game from what I remember hearing. I only played the first one. And I remember both of them being closed down.
Go on, good. Very well, let me.
I didn't mean again as in Titanfall 3 specifically. I meant again as in Titanfall taking an L.
Farewell, good.
Wait, no, this is the one. God, I remember when Titanfall 3 first came out, and a friend of mine invited me over to play games, and we played it. Oh my god. Why, though? Like, the genre Apex is trying to fill is already so overly saturated that they need to make a product. If they want to actually break out into it, they need to make such a good product that will overshadow everything else. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Titanfall's genre is oversaturated with a bunch of shit games. So I feel like with the Titanfall formula, as good as it is, would do so much better than Apex. Wait, apparently because they had over 300 layoffs, but would you rather make more money? Oh, apparently they went for less money. Yeah. That checks out. So are you watching my stream without leaving a like? Oh! Okay, there we go. No getting shot in the back today by accident. Thank you very much. Loot boxes need to die. Like, I'm sorry. Captcha as a system is shit, and you're just trying to imitate Captcha. Not gotcha. Whatever this genre is called. They only need to be in TF2 and Counter-Strike now. The fuck does that mean? I am the one that's... Do you not remember the start of my Bloodborne stream? Oh! Oh, hey! I was taking a bite of food. Oh, ow! Piece of shit. Same. Actually, speaking of seeing my streams, you weren't at my Baldur's Gate streams. Where were you, buddy? IDK had to heavy lift all the chat funnies himself. You visited Infinite Warfare, highly underrated? What? You revisited Infinite Warfare. Got it. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. Get some pants on your body. Oh, I got him! I got him! I got him! No! Ha 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 ha! No, I have not, I don't think. The name isn't ringing any bells. Yeah. Think somebody might be missing that. There's the exit. I regret giving you operator powers. What the f... I'll check that out later. Oh shit, macOS audio capture is on. Now the question... Is that floor 3 down there? The answer may surprise you. Oh, oh. Never mind, I forgot about this room. Wait, no. Where did you come from? I mean, I skipped to the middle section and I noticed Hollow Knight, so I have a feeling I know what this is gonna be. Wait, do I sit on one knee as I shoot after rolling? That's awesome. My character's got style. Ow. Rude. Puppy! Ow! Are they original animation or are they copy animation? Thank you. I will revoke your privileges. Ho 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 ho! Man. I did that quite cleanly. Okay, now why are there... Okay, nope, I'm sorry, that is too much health for my liking. I'm just gonna get my items and get out. Oh, hello. Ah, yes. Riveting, oh my god. That dog actually almost got me. Bad boy. Bad boy. Cause I'm a bad guy. Duh. Oh, yep. I should have seen that coming. No, I have not. Again, I will revoke privileges. Please. Stop sending memes. I can't watch them at the moment. And I refuse to turn this into a React channel. Well, we just had a second viewer, and now they're gone. Whoop. Okay. Worth it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why don't you save your memes until I create a Discord channel, and then I will create a meme channel where you can post thy memes. I say that, but who knows when I'll actually make one. And if I ever actually will. This Discord channel seems like such a hassle.
Go. Very well, let me. Farewell.
Actually, do these give me
Gammon await.
enough to...
Very well, let me.
Yeah.
Farewell, good.
Again, God knows when if I ever actually will. Because they seem like such hassles to make and manage. Okay, layer 3. Remember correctly, the boss of this one is the Marian Elder. There we go. There's gonna have to be a rule that every 10th meme you post has to be linguistically related. Because I'm still actually a linguistics channel. I keep it. No, but there's a puppy! Why are you throwing bombs behind you? Is that you lighting your farts on fire? Are you especially gaseous? Oof. Third time's the charm. Pathetic. Okay. I want this puppy. But yes, you will get your choice in language. I am the one. I don't know the actual lyrics of that song, I just know the rough beat. And even that I suck at. Oh, I forgot they die again if you relog. Just without any souls. Okay. Oh, I remember this area. God, fuck this area. There you are. General Kenobi. General Kenobi. Hello there. Oh my god, You had an 18-hour test? What test is that long? Except for, of course, the, Korean standardized tests that they give out to, seniors. I've seen this one before. It's such a good... Oh. Oh, it's multiple. Okay, the lethal one's pretty funny. Okay, what's the last one? Hello, viewer. Give me a sec. I do see a meme. Hi, IDK. IDK. Thank you for Lulu Moral's presence. There we go. How are you today? Distract you. Shit. Do you know the word blank and black come from the same origin? They both come... blank comes from Latin, and it's obviously blank or white. And it refers to the... which refers specifically to the ash left over after a fire. Meanwhile, in Proto-Germanic, the blade became black due to associations with soot after fires. Well, welcome to the channel. I die repeatedly in Bloodborne on this one. And on my main one, I post linguistic YouTube videos. And that's about it. This second channel is more active only because it's easier to make gameplay videos. Yeah, you don't have to. Ow! Oh my god! This is not what I meant when I said Taco Bell sets my ass on fire. Yes. Yes, he does. He's also on the edge of losing his moderator privileges because he does nothing but post memes. Oh god, this guy has a shield. Not that it matters. Oh. Dude brought a sword to a gunfight. Ongbal? The hell is Ongbal? Oof! Ow! Also, how do you all know each other? Oop! Ow! Oh, I do not want to be in there. I do not know Ongbal. So you guys have like a hive mind? Huh. Which YouTuber? And no, yeah, no, I don't know Ongball. I am uncultured swine, you will quickly learn. Oh, so very uncultured. All I know is talk and blood. IDK is Requiem. That's... I mean, Requiem is overpowered in JoJo Part 5.
Very well, let... Farewell, good hunter. May you...
Okay, I'm... Ongbal. He's a Korean player who records flawless fights. God damn. For Sekiro? That is impressive. Yeah, the only flawless fight I've ever done is, Flames of Hatred on New Game Plus Hitless. Yeah, that's what I figured. Actually, no, that guy's American. The guy who did the God Run 3 is American or British, isn't he? Definitely not Korean. I don't need Queen Killer. Oh shit, is this the Queen? Don't we have... Isn't this a 4-layer done? Oh my god, it's the Queen. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite fights. Ooh, ow! I guess that worked. Ooh, got a bit too close. God damn it. Let's see, does that do any... No, she's resistant to arcane. Got it. I might want to equip... Oh, God. A different... status effect. Yeah, you guys distract each other in there as I try not to die. Oh, phase 2! Okay, found the real one. God, I love this fight so much. Oh, okay. That's 2 fakes. Shit. God. Oof. If I had known it would have been the queen so early, I would have done more to, prepare myself to meet ya. Oh, shit. Let me get rid of the ghosts, the doppelgangers now that they no longer... God damn baby! God! Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Okay, that's the real one. I can tell because they have Nuken's flaming laser sword. Oh, shit. God. Could help. I'm assuming that could help me is saying he could either help me or roast with his Sekiro run. Nope. Yep, there we go. I really should have that in my offhand. Shit! Yes, I know I could probably easily parry her and not take any damage, but where is the fun in that? Shit. Yeah, I'll explain part of the reason why I love this boss fight so much once I die or after I beat her. But part of the reason that I can reveal right now without getting fucked up too bad is that it is, I think, a perfect encapsulation of the themes and core identity of what Bloodborne is. More so than the Lady Maria fights, more so than Orphan of Cause. Because it is, at its core, about the horrors done to women, especially mothers and who carry children. Like, Queen Yarnum is showing here that she knows how to fight. And yet, despite that, despite being such a trained and powerful woman of high class, she was still chosen against her will. Shit. To be sacrificed to house the child of a god. Okay, I can read Okay, I'm actually practicing that right now. Yes, I keep dying at the Guardian Ape and the Headless Ape, though. That boss. God, I hate the Guardian Ape is fine. The Headless Ape, when he gets the second help, is terrible because their fights do not mesh. The timings do not mesh. Beat the Bride. I did, IDK! Because the other ones are easy. I've got Inner Issue down to a T because I've loved fighting him so much. You mean Inner Ishin? I've got one of his attacks down. Guardian Ape is very easy. I find him harder than Demon of Hatred. Let's fight Demon of Hatred than Guardian Ape. Oh, God. I would also rather fight Demon of Hatred than the second Guardian Ape fight, not the first one. A Spark, Long Jump, Face when bullied. Oh, that strategy. No. Yes. Oh, God. The Forest Headless Ape fight can be made so easy with the Spark and the Spear as well. Oh, you're doing a no prosthetic run. Why are you doing a no prosthetic run? That sounds terrible. Okay, this is... I never actually looked at what I got. Is it a key item? Ah, Yarnum Stone. Good. You just forget to use your prosthetic. I saw the blood rock, yeah. That I did see. And with that, we are done with the dungeons.
Go.
Well, actually, no. We have one more thing to do in the dungeons. But we don't need to complete the dungeon. Turn down the brightness because that is blinding me. Where... I need to figure out where this item is. Here we go, found the item. It's in the Chalice Dungeon. Very rare reward can be found in the root Chalice Dungeon using a credit offering like this. Okay,
Farewell.
Let me remove this Chalice Dungeon. Hopefully I have enough. Yes, the ring. He no longer has to call you Second Coming for Ongball because you messed up. You messed up. Okay, E99 TDH 9F. If TDH was an abbreviation... Shit, really? Okay, let me see what is required for the... I need 5 tomb mold, 15 tomb molds, and 2 red jellies. Okay, are they sold up here? Two red jellies. And I'm not seeing tomb mold. Where can I find tomb mold? Oh. He's throwing a high def lamp. Oh. After it's tumult. 5 labyrinth rats. Tumult. 5. Wait. I need Tumult 5. There are 5 in the 3rd layer of the Great Chalice along with... I do not want to go do another chalice. How many? I have 12. I need 3. Okay. I really want that dialogue, but I do not want to have to go through another chalice. Okay. Nope, that's the Echo chalice. Okay. It should drop in the Great Is chalice by rats. So I'm going in until I get 3. I'm going in until I get 3 things, then I'm out. Because all I want is to find my love. To propose to the love of my life. Yes. Yobu's just weak. I'm sorry, wait. Is someone having trouble with Gyobu? I see. I mean, to be fair, you don't really get Dragon Slash until New Game. You won't be able to use Dragon Slash on Gyobu until New Game Plus, so... Oh, that's locked. Okay. Oh! Found you? Didn't drop any mold. Oh, hello. Hello there. Those quotes are especially stuck in my head right now because I just watched the re-release of episode 3. When I tell you it was fun, it was fun. Because God, the movies are bad, but it's so much fun making fun of them. Okay, mold, mold, mold. Yes, 1. 1 down. Oh god, is there bullying in my chat? With Dragon Slash is faster, actually you can Dragon Slash on... That is fair. But I will have to hunt you down now for using that emoji that way. Ah. Is... Wait. The... By jumping in phase 3 event with clumps of ash. I mean, for phase 2 True Monk, you can just go up onto the branches during the transition and then jump down and get them with a falling attack. Like that just kills him instantly. That destroys phase 2. One sec. I think... One sec. Hi, Goose. I think they're attacking through the door. Okay, yep. Bye-bye. Sorry, I heard cats fighting. And I needed to make sure they weren't killing each other. Hello, child. Goodbye, child. Somewhere a door to the old labyrinth has opened. Oh my god. I remember after my first time beating Genichiro in the final Genichiro fight, I struggled so hard with his base fight because I was so used to the variety of moves he used that I misread all of his attacks. What good posture the our character has when lifting up the gate. I don't trust those side holds. I do not trust them, Sam. I do not trust green eggs and ham. Wait. Oh no, this is just a reuse of the room. Never mind. Oh look! I had enough of seeing you guys in VG3. Now I just want to play Sekiro again. Stop this. I got too much shit I gotta do. Okay, where are the... I've already streamed it. Okay, puppy. Okay, come on. Come on. Are you gonna chase me? Oh my god! You're dumber than my dog. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that reach? Okay, well, I failed and got them both coming after me now. God, you're going to make me sick with these camera movements. Yes, good. Stay down. I see what prosthetic. Stream it again. I already have. So, I mean, after this, I got to do Hollow Knight. That way, once Silksong comes out, I can just stream that. I gotta do Slay the Princess. I gotta do Elden Ring. To be fair, I don't have to do any of them, but... Monster Hunter Worlds is on sale for $9, so I might get that and then I'll stream that later. Welcome to America! I lost the puppy. Let me get the puppy back. Monster Hunter Worlds. Because I do not make enough for the latest Monster Hunter game. Like, that is a serious commitment. I mean, yes, but at the same time, it's a solid Monster Hunter game from what I've heard. And I've never played Monster Hunter before, so I don't even know if I like the genre. No, we are not coin flipping. I do not make enough to get wilds. We've been over this IDK. Like, in order to do that, I need to graduate and get myself a job and be stable enough that I can make that kind of reckless purchase. Or, you could go to my Patreon and subscribe to my Patreon for the amount of money and then just unsubscribe after the payment. Mortal... I mean, Saki... Don't tempt me. I'm finishing Bloodborne and then I'm doing Hollow Knight. Okay, I'm gonna... Let me level up. No, we... I'm in the middle of a game right now. I will do a Sekiro run later. I'm almost done with the dungeons, and I'm going to the DLC with the good bosses.
Farewell, mate.
Let me finish this game! Please! Okay, okay. Fine, fine. Oh, you got heads? What is he? You even lost your own coin flip. After I beat Bloodborne and before I do Hollow Knight, I will do a Sekiro challenge stream. But I am not going to be doing all the bosses. No, I'll do all the bosses. Who am I kidding? I'm going to say I won't do all the bosses, and then before I know it, I'm doing all the bosses. Yes, Tumult. Tumult. Damn it! I need one more, don't I? Yeah, I need one more. Mer. That actually no, that is true. I haven't done gauntlets yet. Okay, after Bloodborne, I will do all of the gauntlets. Plus, I do not need help with Hollow Knight because that is technically my very first, in quotes, Souls game. I know. No, not Lulu Morel. This is my stream. I want to finish this game. In fact, if everything goes right, there's a good chance I'll be beating it next Thursday. At the next, non-Kate stream. Which means in 2 weeks' time, I will be doing the challenge. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Chillin'. Chillin'. I've already conceded that much. I'll stream the Sekiro gauntlets next. I'm not gonna concede anymore. Roast, this had better be a good meme. You will retain your privileges for now. That is impressive. That you're able to aim a gun at me from my neighbor's roof, considering my nearest neighbor is nowhere near close enough to me for that. Yeah, but once I take your privileges, your links will no longer be seen.
Gamino.
We're the
Very well,
rats.
lad.
We're the rats. We are the rats.
Farewell, good.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Wow. Wasn't the whole reason I gave you access was so you could post clips of me being an idiot? I feel like this is an abuse of privileges and powers. Wait, where's the rat that hides in here? Hell yeah! Now where's my mold? I got my mold. Let's go get my wedding ring. You're the one that has the clips. Like, I don't know how to save those clips. Wait, I don't need to do that because I have... Let me see what else I need now. I have everything. Ich habe alles. So, jetzt können wir unseren Ring gefunden. What would... If TDH was an acronym, or really an initialism... everyone knows it is an acronym. What? I don't meet the... Okay, I will try a different one, I guess. HP Q3 BH BA. Okay. So I'm assuming the other one was set to be closed. I think everybody's first Soul game should be one of 3 games. If you're going for Souls, FromSoft Souls specifically. It's either Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, or Bloodborne. that checks out. Then yeah, I would either do Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne. If you want to get into Souls games in general, I would recommend. I do have online play. I recommend playing Hollow Knight as your first ever Souls game in general. Partly because that's how I got into it, but also because that is, I think, a good introduction to the harder game, hidden lore genre. Ooh, you've been reeling Welsh. That's good. DS1 is also a really good one to start with, but I don't think it's for everybody because it's so clunky and old. I do have online. If you really want to complete the game process, you could do the beta dungeon. What? I'm sorry, the what? No, yes, obviously the remaster, but even then, the remaster itself is incredibly clunky. Like, for the longest time, Dark Souls 1 was my top game, as well as, like, the first true Souls game, FromSoft Souls game I've ever played. And so it is near and dear to my heart. But even I know that it has... its flaws are glaring and obvious. And they can be a real turn-off because not only is it clunky, the clunkiness works against you in a way at times that just does not make it fun if you don't have the right mindset for that kind of gameplay that Souls games have. And so that's why I say that Bloodborne is good, because it gets rid of a bunch of that clunkiness. Dark Souls 3 gets rid of most of that clunkiness and leaves you with a more streamlined game and whatnot. It was it was the first proper Souls game. I was about to say Demon Souls, but that's more of a prototype than anything else. Plus, not even I've played Demon Souls. I haven't even played Demon Souls yet. I played a little bit. But then got a wee bit frustrated with the chasm of violence or whatever it's called. Like, I'll just play it on a stream and I can shit talk to people. Yeah, I know. We've had this conversation with Ben before. What? Oh, I'm out of bullets. That's embarrassing. The pace of Bloodborne is good. My only problem with it is the Chalice dungeons. And I think part of that is that it's... One, it's hard to space out the Chalice dungeons in a way that keeps the game fun and also keeps you invested in the story. But also because I think the Chalice dungeons, as a mechanic, are meant to be played over multiple new games and new game pluses. Which also leads into my whole theory about new game, about the each new game plus each ending is canon, as in that you get the first ending, you get awoken and you're free, but then you are drawn back to the dream because you cannot escape. Then you get the second ending, and you're now entrapped. You set Gehrman free, but now you are trapped in the dream for a while, until someone new comes by and kills you, technically frees you, and they get trapped in the dream, and you're free. But then you get dragged back into the dream again because, of course, why not? And that's when you go kill the moon presence after finding all of the umbilical cords. Because that one thing that is consistent against basically all the Souls games is that they work in cycles. There's always a cycle there, and if you haven't found the cycle, you just aren't looking hard enough. Welcome back, Lulu Morel. DS, I love the pace of Blood. Yep. Back. DS2 is my favorite out of the trilogy. Yeah, I've played Demon Souls, and I do not recommend it for a first player. Yeah, obviously no. Got it as a used base game beta boss. Expected to be really bugged out. To leave the dungeon, you have to die, so use your blood echoes beforehand. Yeah, I agree, because you get them before Vika Amelia. If you don't do them, she is very hard, but if you do a couple, she becomes child's play. Yeah. Yes. I mean, you have to pace. The thing is trying to just pace them out. Like, oh no, 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 no. Okay, I'm just gonna hide here for a second as I, in the side area just before the festival, take a lot of possible attachments and two cross sectors, and this is a perfect discarded structure. Take the ladder. Hi, kitty. Well, ain't that lovely? I think I've definitely mentioned this before, but if Bloodborne ever gets... If it gets a remaster, that's fine. If it gets a PC port, that's even better. But I think if it ever gets a remake, it should not go the route of the Bloodborne, Demon Souls remake, where it's basically just a fresh new coat of paint. Because that's just a remaster in disguise. I think it needs to change ever so slightly to better accommodate the chalices and to better accommodate the Queen's story. Like, I honestly think that if you go from the wet nurse, after beating the wet nurse, you go to kill the baby, and Queen Yarnum appears, and you do that fight there. No, I'm not playing it on emulator. I am playing it on a PlayStation 5. But I am too cheap to buy a computer. I say cheap. I can't afford a computer. And unfortunately, this channel isn't big enough to be monetized. And I do not make enough for my main channel either. I mean, if I make stuff on my main channel, it is going directly towards the main channel. Yeah, no, it's expensive. I would not get this thing unless you need a cheaper alternative to a computer and just want to play games. I would recommend, unless you have extra cash to spare, it is not, Bloodborne is not worth getting a PS5 for. You get a used PS4 if you can for it, if you just want to play Bloodborne. It's more than enough. The loading times will be a bit annoying, but I guess that's just the price for it being. You're starting to be able to. The emulator is getting quite good, and it seems like Sony isn't doing anything against it yet, from what I've seen. And from Shua'er, the people doing their remaster of Dark Souls 1 is doing a remaster of Bloodborne for it. Let me check what the status is. Bloodborne news. Let Me Solo had trouble with Bloodborne? That's hilarious. Let's see. An article from February about the remake rumors not being copium. They're gonna come out. Okay, bullshit. Is now very playable on PC via PS4 emulator. Yeah, it seems like for the most part it is emulatable now. Yes. Oh my god, yes. First started Space Out Child something you get message your soul's not strong enough to take these on, face stronger beasts to gain access. Next out, add a couple areas, tweak up a couple NPCs and just polish the game. God. Oh, links don't work here for some reason. I don't know if I have to enable something because I haven't found anything. Have they already taken it down? That... Shad PS4? Damn, that sucks. No! Are you kidding me? Sony! Oh my god, I'm betting you people are going, oh my god, this is a sign that Sony's gonna do something. No! This is a sign that Sony doesn't give a shit about its product. Yeah, so if you can somehow find it, well, Sailing the Seven Seas, do that. Or see if you can get a PS4 for cheap, unless you have the extra cash to spare and want to play other games.
Gamino. Very well.
I am very... post the code. I won't start the dungeon right now. Because...
Farewell, good hunter.
let me go do the Ring of Betrothment. And then I will do the dungeon. Yeah, don't... unless you can find a PlayStation 4 for very cheap, it's not worth it to buy an entire PlayStation just to play this game. I love the game to bits, but...
bear I welcome what is thy will.
It's not...
Speak not those words. We have little need of a consort. Such a path would belike lead to further ruin.
Ruin me, then.
Thou art dear to us.
Are you
We would see
leaving
no
me,
harm
Roast?
befall thee.
Oh, thank you for the subscription, Lulu Morel. I almost called you Lululemon.
We await thy return. For the honor.
They are different games. Personally, I like Bloodborne more. And I think Bloodborne for a beginner would be harder than Elden Ring. But Elden Ring has a lot of good stuff about it. Just the size of the game is a bit overwhelming. And at the early game, it is easier than Bloodborne. But in the late game, it gets hard, especially in the DLC. My god, in the DLC. Fuck the DLC. Okay, let's check out this glitched code. CIKGC 3SM 3SM. I can't even get in. Oh, there we go. Yes. Oh my god. I'm assuming I die if I go in there. What the... And that's the moon presence in there, isn't it? Oh my god! Yeah, your first Souls game. I will agree with that sentiment. The first Souls game will always be the hardest. This is... I love the low poly, but this is obvious. Yeah, this is Moon Presence early attempt, but it looks like part of the idea behind the one unborn was represented here as well. And it looks like this is... This area... Actually, is this... I'm not sure this would have been an early Moon Presence fight. I think this is might just be an unused... Maybe it's Moon Presence, but I think it's just an unused area. Which obviously means none of this is canon to the lore, because, you know... content and all. Removed content should never be treated as canon. Fascinating. Then I can't return that way, I can't go that way. So I need to find a way to die. It doesn't appear on your... Huh. I think the best way to play Elden Ring is to get rid of the mindset of what should I do. If you see something, go towards it. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter how underleveled you are, go towards that objective. And if you're unable to get to it, look, see something else and just go there. And follow the dialogue. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, fair enough. I'm also so used to linear games that such big open world games like that terrify me. Like, if the day ever comes when I'm able to play Legend of Zelda. Okay, how do I die? Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I do not know what I'm going to do with myself. Okay, what happens if I... Wait, oh my god, that respawns the guy. Shit. Lulu Moral? Is this no? Hi, Goose.
Hello, kitty. Hi, Jack. Hello, baby boy. Hello.
Okay, you do eventually hit the death floor. My god. Okay, I'm just gonna head back out. I'm not gonna touch that again. That is glitched. That is cursed. That is very fascinating to see, but that is cursed. Have you checked your butthole?
I haven't, but I've checked my boot hole.
Okay, now let us go. Start. Hi, kitty. Let us go start the DLC so we can finish this game. I need to show you a clip from this stream later. It is amusing. Damn. Night.
Hi, there's, is that damn to me?
Yeah. I'll show you tomorrow.
You do shit all day. You still have to do the dishes tonight.
I know. I set a reminder.
Good night.
Nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to risk losing my, save. Wait, is this all one trick to make me lose my save, so I'm forced to go do Sekiro? It is 100% safe. I'm not sure I can trust you on that, Mr. Trying to get me to play Sekiro. Oh, it is gorgeous. And really makes me want to see the game in glorious higher resolution. And frame rate. Though, I actually think it's fine at 30 frames per second. It takes a bit of getting used to. I just think the certain textures and animations. And that's about it. Yep, understandable. Oh, that's a environment enemy. Who skinned these dogs? And why? I'm sorry. What was that sound effect? Yeah, now that I did all the challenge functions, the DLC enemies are just kind of meh at the beginning. I'm out of bullets. Well, but he's not. Two can play at that game. Is your reach longer than mine? Oh, so that's how that feels. Now I'm actually kind of feeling bad for all the enemies I squished. Oh. Why? I try to find a time to stream where more people are awake, but everyone who watches my streams are in time zones so far ahead. Okay, we have one person from a similar time zone. Good. So one person who isn't up at an ungodly hour. No, I think most people would try to get you to say, but no, all of you should try getting some sleep. Unless you guys can't sleep like Rose and need someone to keep you in pain, then feel free to stay. That... I really want to return that roast, but I cannot. Because I know in my heart, it is true. And I hate it. Oh god, one of those things. What do you mean it's regular? Yes, no sleep. Yes, Bloodborne. All my viewers except for one are from Europe. One of them is 4 o'clock in the morning for them. I'm telling them to sleep and they're not listening. Oh. Oh. should I should fully upgrade my blades of mercy. I should not power level the boom hammer. I should not power level the boom hammer. I should fully upgrade Blades of Mercy so I have a piercing weapon. Sleep is for the weak. No, 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 no. I think what you mean is... I think that's what you meant to say. Also, I just realized you misspelled it. Doesn't matter, I understood what you said, but... God damn it, that has high poise. I do not want to be a streamer. Part of this second channel is just so I can have just an excuse to play, but also to just show that I am a presence. Hi, kitty! That I am a presence online, and that even if my first channel isn't being updated, I am still regularly gonna be a presence online. If that makes sense. Plus, it's fun to chat with people as I stream. Dumb cat. But the main thing is it's an auxiliary to my main channel, which I'm doing partly for fun, partly to build up experience, partly in hopes that it can give me a good secondary income, because that's always a good thing to have. My main channel is... Nope, not Schwarzenegger. Shua'er. Yeah, no, fair enough, Roast. Because, well, it does seem... If I ever get big enough, I might, but I highly doubt that. And even then, the life just seems kind of hellish to an extent. I think, personally, I would want a job with a bit more stability. And one where I'm not kind of, you know, being crushed by pressure to produce. How have you not found my main channel yet, Roast? It's literally in my, literally when you go to this channel, it's the... Oh, it's the second option, but it's literally right there. That is fair. I am so sorry. But I suppose if you love the crunch, that's all the power to you. Thank you, Cthulhu. Ah, God damn it! Oof. I have so many ideas for the world and whatnot. Especially making it more practical. I just feel that game development seems like another type of hell similar to streaming. Where if you make it big, you make it big and you're comfortable. But most people, basically 99.99% of people who do it, game development and streaming, do not actually make it big or stable enough to support themselves in a way. Which is why my creative endeavors go into content creation and world creation. Oh! Thank you for my blood echoes. How kind. Oh, have we lost? Lulu said they were going to bed, which is good. IDK disappeared as usual. Oh god, that is the same in, I think, every creative development. I mean, look at Bloodborne. It is, by all accounts, seems like an original idea. But when you look into the nitty-gritty of it, the ideas behind Bloodborne aren't original. In fact, they are some of the oldest ideas we have, stretching from existentialism to morality to female bodily anatomy and what it means to be human and all that. The ideas behind it are as unoriginal as it gets, but because execution is so well done, it is remembered as one of the greatest games of generation. Yeah. I have had... You haven't met him, but every now and then I have a good friend, my best friend, Ben, who joins me, who is a fanatic for these games. For game development, world creation, lore, mythology, and all that, especially for Souls games and Souls-like games. And we have so many in-depth conversations. In stream if he ever shows up, but also in real life. Like last time we were talking about Dante's Inferno. Which is basically just biblical fan fiction that got so popular it became canon. How did I miss that? We also talk about our own interesting ideas for certain old philosophical things or old ideas. Such as, Roast might remember me mentioning this, but the idea that how in media these 7 sins are always defined as 7 representations of said sins. Gluttony is fat, lust is beautiful, wrath is angry and all that. And I got the idea, and we talked about how maybe they're not representations of the sins, but representations of a person without those sins. Someone who is complete without them. And so looks for them in order to complete themselves. So someone with gluttony is skinny. He's always starving. He can never be satisfied. He's never satisfied. I got it now. Never be satisfied. Wrath is looking to be angry, trying to understand human emotion and believes that anger is the way to do it. Lust is basically an incel. That is fair. Here, I can turn the game audio down slightly. But did you hear most of what I said? Hopefully. Damn. Yeah. Basically, my idea was that instead of having the 7 sins represent people who embody those sins, the 7 sins represent people who don't have those aspects. Is the basic gist of it. So, I hope you heard that part. So, lust isn't the most beautiful thing in the world. No, lust is basically in itself. The, wrath is basically emotionless. Apathetic, actually, is better to say. Like, you could smack this guy and he wouldn't be mad, but at the same time, he could just, because he felt like it, just murder your entire family.
You're a hunt. Well, when this is, you've seen this is what's
and the best aspect of this is definitely,
oh yes, you sense as if to such an beware.
Is Gluttony, who is
Beware.
skinny, because he is always hungry. He can never be satisfied. He needs to eat, because he believes eating will fill that hole in his heart. Now, obviously, if I ever actually add this to a world, I'm gonna conflate some of the sins and maybe create a new one with a new representation and whatnot. But that is the basic gist of my idea, in a nutshell. Oh. There's the... Yeah, I think that's Ludwig's arena. And so, yeah, Ben and I will just we'll often discuss stuff like that on the stream. You don't know the 7 deadly sins? Huh. That's... You said you are from Cyprus? Are you Muslim? No. You just... Okay, so you just don't know what the 7 deadly sins are, then. That's fascinating, because growing up in an Abrahamic religion, or at least... I don't know if they really are a thing in Judaism, but I thought they were a thing to an extent in Islam. But they might just be a Christian idea. And if so, that would actually make sense. So I take it you also didn't grow up Christian either, or Western Catholic. No, fair enough. I mean, I'm atheistic. I don't believe in gods or anything. I view organized religion, not religion itself, because I don't know if there is one or not, but organized religion as kind of controlling and whatnot. But I still grew up in a Christian environment, so, and in a lot of fantasy and stories and fiction, even if they aren't directly Christian, they will oftentimes reference Judeo-Christian ideas, because that's just the culture. God. That's fair enough. I did as well. Again, it's... You don't have to believe in this stuff to know it, but also, those who don't believe in it all don't know it either. It's just a common metaphorical motif in a lot of literature. Oh god, is this where I think it is? I think I'm about to fight a blood-starved beast. Yeah, this is... I'm pretty sure there's a blood-starved beast in here. Also a right asshole. Ooh, item. Okay. I hate fighting NPCs so much. Nope. Probably because the weapons used aren't actually meant to be used against the player, but against the environment. Okay, God. There we... Nope. There we go. Why, thank you! That is a boost I really needed. Okay, come on. Good try. But I'm too good for that. Great, now it's going to my head. Come on. Stop being a wuss. Can I... Okay, there we go. Yeah, once I get to the bosses or the harder enemies, I'm usually not able to check chats, and I just focus on the fights, but... that is a broad question. But I am graduating from college. I will not go into which college, because I like privacy. But I study linguistics, and which I think is very obvious from my main channel. Oh no, did Roast leave me as well? I'm not gonna give a definitive answer no matter what age you guess, but you can try. I talk too self-aware to be under 25. What does that even mean? Yep, I think Roast finally went to bed. I've met plenty of people under 25 with manners, and who are self-aware. So going just based off that isn't exactly foolproof. You'd say 27. Okay, so in your head I'm 27, good to know. Now is that actually how old I am or not? You'll never know. Yeah. No, I like to take my internet safety, because, you know, growing up and seeing what people can do with the internet and information. To be fair, all my information's already probably in a Chinese database somewhere. Probably know more about me than I do myself. Which is always terrifying to think about. That is fair enough. That is fair enough. You know, part of the reason why my YouTube channel name isn't, you know, my name is because, well, I would... Well, people I know may know. I don't really want people I don't know, even if they're fans, knowing my name, where I am. I've seen too much stuff go wrong on the internet. That is fair. No, I understand that. That is... Growing up in a small town, small college town, that is... Oh god, I just gotta ask the question. Yes. That, I will say, I think that information is obvious and can't really be hidden no matter what I do, because, you know, the way I talk and the cultural views I have and ideals and whatnot. Oh, I forgot there was this one random scythe hunter up here who's just a wee bit too good. I'm all out of heals. Yeah, accent definitely gives it away. Which is funny, because I grew up with a severe speech impediment. I could not talk until I was 4. I could not talk until I was 4. I have extreme dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyspraxia, and I could not pronounce my R's, especially after O. And when I was finally able to, I would merge O and so like board and bird were indistinguishable in my pronunciation when I was younger. But because of my inability to pronounce R's, so many people mistook me for British. Speech therapy. A shit ton of speech therapy. Because my inability to produce R's was in no way, shape, or form the same non-roticity found in British English or in African American English or Bostonian English, where it's like a change. It's a change in the language itself, but was actually a speech defect. But yeah, just a shit ton of speech therapy. Okay, one sec. I got asked a question by a fellow LinkTuber Could I ask what everyone's favorite linguistic feature that isn't present in English / dominant Western European languages is, and could I borrow any answers for upcoming project? I need to think about that. Yeah, for a small period of time, I would say water.
Farewell, good hunter.
Water.
May you
Not
find
water,
your worth
but I'd say
in the
water.
waking world.
But that quickly went away, and it was mostly just the shirt and board. Board and bird, short and shirt. That were the main problems. I also just had a lot of slightly British lexical items. Because that I picked up over the years, like for a while I would say Hond because it was the way someone I knew spoke, and so it was the way I picked up the word Hond, Both, but only for hand and bath. In every other instance, it was still the ah sound. Yeah, well, thank you. I worked very hard on being able to do this. God damn it! And now, I'm trying to learn Japanese and German. And I seem to be succeeding for the most part at the moment. Though German got fucked because of COVID. Yeah, Japanese. Do you speak any languages aside from English? I'm assuming you do on Cyprus. Cypriot, Greek, or Turkish. Turkish, yeah. Oh, so you probably learned in school that Japanese and Turkish were related to each other. Did you? Yeah, no, I try to keep updated on world events. I forgot about that. Ah. Yeah, in many Turkish school. Wait, so which line are you living on? Are you living on the Greek side or the Turkic side? Ugh. You're living on the Turkish side, okay. So I'm surprised they didn't teach this in school, but it's a common... There's a common misconception that... Okay. That is fair, because... Yeah, no, that is fair. But yeah, there's a common misconception sparked by Soviet linguists that the Turkic languages... Turkish, Ashkezani, Uzbek, and whatnot are related to the Mongolian languages like Mongolian. and tangentially related to Japanese and Korean, which is from a misunderstanding of reading the grammar as being so similar that being related is the only explanation. Outside of Moscovian linguistics, for the most part, it has been disproven, and that the Turkish family could be related to Mongolian tangentially, but is has parted ways with Japanese so early on in its history that it is impossible to definitively trace the lineages of Japanese and Turkish back to a singular language like it is with English, French, Hindi, and so on. I really need to make that Altaic video. But yeah, if you know Turkish, Japanese should be somewhat easier to learn for you than it would be for a native English speaker like me, because the syntax is slightly more similar. There are a lot of similarities, which can actually be explained through a phenomenon known as Sprachgut.
Very well, let me.
If you don't know German, that
Farewell,
means language area, or an area where languages that are unrelated or slightly related but have been apart for so long that they no longer comprehensible start to share, are in a small area and start to share linguistic features. So a perfect example of this is the Southeast Asia, where Cantonese, the Chinese languages like Cantonese, Hokkien, and whatnot are unrelated to the Thai languages and the Vedic languages. But because they all come from the same area and they all had such long periods of contact, they all became more phonologically and morphologically and syntactically similar. Basically, they developed tones and single syllable words. And so what we think might have happened is that what we call the Altaic languages, or languages that include the Turkic languages, Mongolian languages, and the Tungusic languages, which include Manchurian and Jurchen, is that they might have been related so long ago that we cannot trace their common roots anymore. But they have been in the same area for so long that even despite that separation, they have developed very similar grammatical patterns. I don't know if you can tell, but I make videos on linguistics. I say as I run through a room full of blood. Most of my viewers are actually linguistically motivated as well.
Silent beast. A great terror looms.
Okay, this... As long as I can get him to the second phase, we're fine. But the first phase, for some reason, is so hard for me. Because the history behind... But I was doing so well. Thank you for the boot. I'm a wee bit over-leveled. Linguistics, yes. Oh god, yes. The history behind linguistics and how it was founded is fascinating, but it's also the history of languages and how they develop in conjunction, in by themselves over time, but also in conjunction with other languages, and how historical events can influence language. Such as how the historical events, the historical usages influence Japanese to not just use Chinese characters, but then develop to other writing systems to use alongside Chinese characters. This is actually the topic of my next video on the main channel, which will be out next Saturday. I jumped right into that. Haha! Thank you! Maybe you will. I hope so. I hope anyone who watches my videos learns stuff from it. Learns stuff from them. That is kind of the point of making them. Fascinating. Oh, and then here's Ludwig's head.
Tell me, have you seen the my church hunter? To know I did not thank you, even in this.
Righteous bastard. It still speaks. I don't think we're meant to be smiling there. Yeah, okay. I am definitely way too overleveled for this. By staying close and not getting hit. That is how one dodges an attack.
Go. Very well.
Yeah, it doesn't even give me enough echoes to level up. And now we get to the sad part of Bloodborne. The really depressing part. Actually, do you know what I'm gonna do? Yes. Oh god, yes. You need to, when you dodge, you want to dodge usually into the attack. And this is to do with hitboxes and whatnot. Because if you dodge away from attack, your invincibility frames are probably gonna end right when so like say you're right here and attack is coming and you dodge into the attack right as it arrives, your invincibility frames are going to end here right when the attack reaches this point, and so you are going to clip their hitbox and take damage. But if the attack is coming from the left side and you dodge into the left, you're more likely to use the invincibility frames to not get hit. If that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end things there for today. We beat the Chalice Dungeons. We beat the first section of... Oh my god, is he still breathing? beat the first section of the Nightmare. And when we get back next Thursday, we will finally beat Bloodborne. Which is like my first or second favorite Souls game, but you wouldn't be able to tell because of how much I hate those dungeons. But until then, I bid you all adieu. Thanks for coming, Ufuk.